Hello and welcome to Social Media Jungle Club. This is class number 25. My name is CJ and it's my pleasure to welcome you to this class. And I've got something really exciting to bring to you today. It's kind of like almost the culmination of all of our social media efforts so far have led to this moment. This is a big action step for you to take in your social media journey. It's possibly going to be connecting two different sides of the whole puzzle. Everything that you've been doing on social media and the only thing you can fully own and control on the internet, and that's not social media. Today, we're going to tie them together and show you what we've been doing and how you can really make it benefit you and your prospective customer the very most. And I'm really excited about it. So let's jump right into our material today. Today, I want to teach you all about something that's called a lead magnet. Have you ever heard of a lead magnet? Today, we're going to talk about why you may consider using a lead magnet for your business. And what is a lead magnet? Well, this may actually be the thing that you're offering on social media. In previous classes, I have told you this challenge that we have, this dichotomy between we want to use social media because we have prospective people there that we could meet and they could become our customers. And there's huge value there, right? That's the whole reason we're probably on social media, is to build those relationships, meet those people, and enroll them into using our services or our products. But as I constantly remind you, you can't own or control anything on social media. The only thing that you can fully own and control on the internet is your own website. And we've even been having conversations in the Facebook group recently with Philip, who is asking about, what do we do with this thing between the social media and they can shut you down and they can squelch your posts, but we want to get them over to our website. We want to get them into our email list, right? And I've been saying to him, yeah, you're 100% correct. The only thing we can fully own on the internet is our website and by handshake, by connection, our email list. So ideally, all of the effort that we're doing on our social media, we are leading them back to our website. Maybe it's an article, maybe it's a blog on your website, maybe it's a resource that you're offering them. Today, we're going to talk about something very special. It's called a lead magnet, and it's a win-win opportunity. I'm going to get into that in the next few slides. But basically, this could be the thing that you're offering people on social media. This could be the reason that they choose to leave that platform and come over to your website because you're offering them something, probably for free. And that's what we're talking about today. This is why I'm considering it the connection between everything that we've been doing on social media that we really can't control and our website over here that we can control. This could be the reason we get them to come from one place to the other. And that's why it's so powerful. CJ, I hear you asking, CJ, that sounds good, but what is a lead magnet? Well, I'm going to tell you all about it. A lead magnet is a useful piece of content that is typically consumed and understood in about 10 to 15 minutes, even if it takes longer to implement. And I've got an example that I'm going to share with you today, but it could be a bunch of different things. It could be a checklist. It could be a guide. It could be something they're looking for. You've got to remember, it all goes back to who is our target market. What do they want? What do they need? What are they looking for? If you've taken the previous classes and the previous steps, you probably know who your target market is. And you've probably already begun to speak with them on social media about what they need or what they want. This gives you the chance to give them something that they need and want in exchange for something that they give you. What is that? What is it that they're going to give you? A lead magnet is a win-win opportunity. In this win-win opportunity, You're giving them something helpful. It's basically a free taste. It's a free sample of the knowledge that you have, or the kind of services that you offer, or the kind of coaching that you offer. It's a way that they can get a free taste, a free sample, a free trial. It's very low risk to them, and they get something that shows them how you work or how you do business. Right? This is them walking through the aisles at Costco, and they get to taste it for free and see if they want to buy it. It's that kind of a thing. And what do they give you in exchange? They give you their email address and the permission to contact them. This is so valuable to both parties because, again, they get the free taste, they get the free sample, they get to decide if what you know, if what you do is valuable to them and they want to continue to work with them. It costs them basically nothing. All it costs them is their email address. And even then, they can take it back again and be like, nah, don't ever contact me again. That's possible. But chances are, if you're delivering something that is valuable, they're going to stick around. They're going to see what else that you have to offer them. It is absolutely okay to get people interested with a free taste and a free sample and a free this and a free that and this kind of resource and this kind of thing. I'm dumping resources and education on people all the time because until they know what I do is valuable or what I know is valuable, they may not choose to work with them. But the more that you can demonstrate to them that you do have valuable things to share with them or teach them or give them, that's going to lead them to doing business with you. And they give you an email address. Why is this so important, so valuable? Well, imagine people moving around on the internet. It's fast, it's furious. They're on this social media platform, and then they're on this one, and they're zipping back and forth. If for the stars align and they land on your website, that's amazing. But if they leave again, we don't even know it. We don't even know they were there. So if they're willing to give you an email address while they're on your website, that gives us a way to speak to them again in the future. And that's why it's so valuable. Instead of someone coming into your socials and leaving again, coming into your website and leaving again, these people are coming into your website and they're giving you a bridge back to them. They're giving you permission to speak to them in the future. And that's why it is so valuable. Well, today I'm going to teach you all about what a lead magnet is, how it works, and how to implement it. And I'm going to give you a huge list of ideas about lead magnets that might be beneficial to you. Guess what I did? I created a guide. I created a free guide all about lead magnets. It's a huge list of lead magnet ideas that I came up with when I was talking to some clients about the value of a lead magnet for their website. I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put together a huge list of these lead magnet ideas so that you can go through the list and you can decide, oh, a checklist might work for me. Oh, a guide might work for me. I got a huge list of these things. There's like 40 ideas in here. And then I thought, well, people are going to need more information than that. So I actually created a guide around the list of lead magnet that explains what is a lead magnet and how does it work, which I'm really going to be teaching you in today's class. But guess what I did then? I took the whole thing and I turned it into a lead magnet. So you can see what it is and how it works while you're signing up for it to get the free guide of the list of lead magnet ideas. Are you following me? It's a lead magnet of lead magnets. I know, it amuses me. It makes me laugh. Sometimes that's what you just got to do at the end of the day, right? Just make yourself amused. So this is what I've built over the last couple weeks, and it's on the new Jungle Business Solutions website. But let me break it down for you a little bit more about how it works, and then I'm going to offer you a chance to get this. Yes, completely for free. If you're watching this video on the website, or excuse me, if you're watching this, yeah, that worked. If you're watching this on our member page, click the link below this video to access this free guide. If you're in our Facebook group, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop this in the chat box so you can get to it. I'm going to do that in just a few moments, so stay tuned. So, how does it work exactly? What's it all about? Well, it starts with a very simple form. And I always recommend for people that we're going to ask for name and email. Now, a lot of times people jump in and they want to get a lot more information. Oh, let's also get their phone number and let's also get their birthday and let's also get their name of their firstborn son. And I'm like, okay, let's hold on for a minute, because in this very first step, we want to ask for as little information as possible. The more you ask for them, the greater chance they're not going to want to give you that information, and then they're not going to sign up at all. This could be because it looks like it takes too much time if you're asking for this and that and this and that and the other thing, or it could feel a little too invasive. They don't know you quite yet, maybe. So if you start asking for their phone number and their, social security number and all these other things, they're not ready for that. They're going to be like, hold up. So we want to ask for as little as possible. And the very bare minimum of what we can ask for is their name and email. And they will know they can unsubscribe immediately. So I'll let you know, yes, it is possible someone could put in their name and email, they could get the free thing that you just offered them, and then they could unsubscribe and you couldn't talk to them again. That is a possibility. And yet it's part of the game. It's part of the game we're playing, and there's still value because they're still going to get your free sample, because they're still going to get a taste of what you're offering, because they still may choose to do business with you in the future. So a simple form asking for their name and email and nothing else. Not yet. Not yet. So on my website, it looks like this. I'm promising you, here's what you're going to get. It's my free guide of lead magnets. And all you got to do to get it is put in your name and email. By the way, I always make a note. I hate spam. I will respect your email address. I'm not going to send you junk email. I'm not even going to send you email like every day, or, I'm not going to do that. You're going to put in your email, and then I'm going to send you an email with the thing that you want. It's very simple. It's a straightforward transaction. And you can believe, as a web geek, I hate spam. It's awful. It's terrible for my users. It's terrible for my customers. I'm dead set against it. So I'm going to always respect people when they sign up for my email list. And I'm going to encourage you to do the exact same thing. Respect the people on your email list. Respect their email. Consider it a gift that they've given you and treasure it. So they pop in their name and their email. And then what happens? Well, in the very next step, they're going to be asked to confirm their email. And here's why. There's a couple really good reasons for this. You want them to confirm their own email address. So there's some laws in place. There's what's known as a CAN-SPAM Act. And basically it's a guideline that says when you are allowed to email people. And the safest, most compliant way of emailing people is when they have requested that you email them. So in the process that I use, and the ones that I use to set up my customers with, the customer is signing themselves up. They come to your website, they type in their name and email, and then they get an email that says, hey, did you just sign up to get a thing from us? Did you just give us your email address to get this free thing? If you did, click this button that says, yes, I really did, and I really want your thing. This provides safety for both of you. So for you, it gives a double confirmation that the user has opted in. When they click the button in the email that says, yes, I really did want this, and I really do want this, and give it to me now, that gets recorded by your email software, which just saves the little note in the background that says, they signed up on this page, then they clicked this thing in their email. We verified that they were a real person because we were able to send them an email, and they got the email. So the email is a legitimate email and it works. And they double opted in by saying, hey, can I have your thing? And then, yes, I really want your thing. That's the double confirmation. The first time they typed in the stuff and hit go. The double confirmation is when they click the button in the email that says, yes, this is really me, and I really do want your thing, and this is really my email address. So they get assurance that they're only going to receive email that they signed up to get. I'm not going to send you a bunch of email you didn't want. I'm going to send you the thing that you signed up today to get. And this also prevents your email form from being abused. Now, someone else can't come to your website and put in somebody else's email address. They could do that, and then that other person is going to get the confirmation email, and they're going to be like, I don't know what this is or who this is. I'm not going to click the link. And they never opt in. They never actually officially get added to your email list. So this is what's known as a double confirmation. It's a really important part of the step, which is why I'm taking this moment to talk to you about it. It's kind of the security on both sides. For them, they get to see that you're taking a couple extra steps here to make sure that they really want the stuff from you and they really are signing up and it's really them and it's really their email. And then on your side, same thing. You're making sure they really want it. It's really their email and they've signed up to get it. And that's the purpose of the double confirmation of opting in a user. Well, then what happens? After they click the button, a couple things may happen. A couple things are going to happen. If you go through this and test out my example, which I hope you will, this is how it's going to work. As soon as you click the link that says, yes, this is really me, you land on the page where you can download the free guide. And at the same time, you get an email sent to you that is the welcome email. So here's what's inside your welcome email. The very first email that gets sent to them is the welcome email. And in there, you want to thank them for joining, thank them, and congratulate them on taking action to improve their life and their business. You want to thank them because you recognize it's a gift. You're giving them a gift, but they're giving you a gift. It's a win-win opportunity. So reinforce that by thanking them, letting them know you're not going to abuse them, appreciate them, congratulate them on joining your community and taking the action. And obviously, there should be a link or a button to get to the download page. Now, the way that it works when I set it up, like I said, they click the double opt-in email, they immediately land on the landing page. They could get it, or the download page. They could get it then, they could download it then, or they could close the window and they didn't see it and they're like, oh no, I just closed the window. Either way, they're still going to get the welcome email, which has got the download link in it. They can click it now, then go over and get the thing. Or 2 days from now, 3 days from now, they're like, oh, I'm ready to get that free guide thing. Where was it? They find it in the email. They click the link. They land back on the download page. So it's both automated. They go there right away, but then they also get it in the email so that even if they're not ready for it right now, or they want to get to it later or whatever, they can still get back to it. Then a couple other things that should be part of your welcome email. You want to set their expectations on what they can expect from you next. You want to tell them what kind of content do you send and how often do you send it. And whatever your answer is here for your users, that's the right thing. You just want to set the accurate expectation of what they can send. If you send a weekly email, tell them, I send a weekly email with tips and suggestions and resources, right? Tell them what it is and how often they're going to get it. If you send a monthly email, great. If you send a quarterly email, great. If you send an email randomly every 2 to 3 weeks, great. Whatever you do, just let them know that's what you do. That's what I do. I send not quite a weekly email, not quite a monthly email. Sometimes it's monthly, sometimes it's every 3 weeks. It's when I have something that I want to share with them, or a resource or something. That's what I do. So what kind of content do you send and how often do you send it? Just let them know what they can expect. We're setting their expectations. It's important, not that anything that you say here is wrong, just that you can let them know what they can expect. And that's going to make them feel more comfortable about the kind of email that you send. And then when you send them that next email in a week, they're going to be like, oh yeah, I signed up for that. And this is what they told me they would do. You're just doing what you told them they would do. Do you see how important that is? Another thing that you want to do in your email, your welcome email, is encourage them to add your email address to their safe senders list. In this world of spam, there's a lot of security crackdowns happening, and a lot of email is being thrown into your junk folder. So you have to tell your people, you know what, if I just sent you an email, make sure to check your junk folder and see if it's there. If it is, click on the button that says not spam, or this is an approved sender, or add this person to my safe senders list. You've got to basically educate your client, find my email, and then tell your email software, this is a good email and I want to get email from this guy or from this gal. So this is a step you have to tell people about, because otherwise it is possible your email could get lost. It ends up in spam. They never see it. So you have to tell them it could be in spam. Go look for it and then tell your email software it's okay. This is a good guy. This is a good gal. I want to continue to get email from them. Each email software is a little bit different on what it calls this thing: safe sender, not spam, approved sender, but just tell them that's kind of what they're looking for. And then they'll be able to figure out what it is their email software is calling it. And then a final thing that you can do right in your welcome email is invite them to reply back with any questions or feedback. Hopefully you've set it up in such a way that all they have to do is click reply and all of a sudden they're writing that email back to you. This is so valuable. This is a person that has basically just told you they're interested in learning more about what you do. They're interested in that free taste. They're interested in that free sample. That means they're a person that might be interested in working with you. What better thing can you do right now than invite them to share with you a question they have or get some feedback? This is a fantastic way to get instant feedback from people who are interested in working with you. How do we know? They just signed up for your free thing. They just gave you their email address so you could write to them. Take advantage of it, not take advantage of it, but take advantage of the opportunity by inviting them to write back to you and ask any questions that you have. And this is an excellent way that you can learn what they need, what they're looking for next. It might trigger an idea for a future lead magnet or a future resource you can create, or a podcast episode or a video you can make, or a blog article you could write. There's so much value in getting that feedback from people who have just expressed an interest, possibly in working with you. So don't miss this opportunity to invite them to reply back with any questions or feedback that they have. Those are all pieces that should be present in your welcome email. And then after that, you're going to follow up. Once they're on your email list, you have the ability to essentially pre-program emails. And why would you do this? Because you can essentially create a pipeline, a sales pipeline, a funnel to work with you. And we've talked about this a little bit in previous steps, but it's, again, so valuable. You are beginning with the very top. They're getting something for free, and now they're in your email list. Well, what's the next step? You can use follow-up emails to prompt them to take one step at a time. Now, I'm going to recommend you don't send these emails too soon. I always recommend spacing them out at least 1 day later. For some people, it's going to be 2 days, 3 days. Give them a little space to be able to consume or do the last thing that you sent them. So if you sign up for my free guide, you're not going to get an email 2 hours later that's like, did you read it yet? Did you read it yet? How about now? Did you read it yet? Give them some time to go through it, but also be available if they have questions or if you want them to do something else while you're here. For example, they signed up for the guide, and then a day later, you could have another email that was like, hey, thanks so much for taking action on that. Would you also like to follow me on social media platform, Facebook? Would you like to join my Facebook group? Would you like to subscribe to my YouTube channel? I've got videos over there. You can little bitty steps. You can give them steps to take one at a time. Make sure you fulfill everything that you promised. If you promised to give them a guide and then this tool and then that resource, make sure that you do that. You could even use follow-up emails to do that one at a time. So the welcome email is the first guide, and then the one a day or two later is the next step, and here's the next thing you need, and here's the free audio. And then 2 to 3 days later, and here's the third step. Now watch this video. Now learn about this thing. So you don't have to give it all to them at once. Maybe it makes more sense to space it out. So make sure that you're fulfilling everything that you promised, and then lead them to take an additional action. And what are those additional actions for you? What's the right move for you? It's going to be a little different for each one of you. So just consider what makes sense for your own sales process. You want to continue to provide value and gently guide people into working with you one step at a time. So, what's the next right step for them to take? By the way, you can make this sequence as simple or as complicated as you want to. At the very least, it's going to be like they fill out the form, they click yes, I'm in, and then, verifying their email, and then they get the one email. Here's the thing you asked for. That could be it. That could be your whole funnel. Or you could add one more email that's like, hey, thanks for, one day later, thanks for joining. Do you have any questions? Or follow me on Facebook or Instagram, right? And then what? Maybe another day or two later, you have another video for them to watch or another resource they want to try. Or you're even going to offer them a free trial of some service that you have or a product that you have. Once they've given you permission to contact them, you have permission to contact them. Now, don't abuse it. Don't send them too much too soon, but feel free to give them a bonus gift. People love bonus gifts, and they've already expressed interest in working with you. So we know they're already interested in what you have to offer. They're going to be on the lookout for additional things that you could be offering them. And then perhaps one of the next opportunities or one of the next emails that comes along invites them to a complimentary discovery call or a free consultation with you. Wouldn't that be valuable? Someone that's already expressed interest in working with you, that would be an excellent opportunity to extend to them a free consultation, a free 15-minute, 20-minute phone call or Zoom call to hear more about the struggles they're going through and possibly have an opportunity to sell them your service or your coaching program. This is why it is so valuable. And it's also why I've always encouraged you to take slow steps. We don't want to scare people away. We're in the jungle when we don't want to scare the animal and make them running off through the forest. We want to lead with just a little bit of something tasty that they want. And then they want to see what else that you have. You ever fed a seagull at the beach? He calls all his friends over and they're attacking you. So you're feeding them something a little taste at a time. And then if they've really enjoyed the first thing that you gave them, and then you're like, hey, I've got these videos on YouTube. They'll be like, okay, I'll check out what you're doing on YouTube. They'll watch a couple videos. And then they're like, hey, why don't you join my Facebook group? And they may do that. And then 3 days later, you say, do you have any questions? I'd love to offer you a complimentary call just to see if you have any questions and help you out in any way I can. So you've enrolled them into working with you in a completely free to them way. And it's another way to lead them down the path of doing business with you. Does that make sense? Leave me a comment. Let me know if this makes sense. Let me know if you're understanding how I'm describing this process of leading them through the process of doing business with you. They get a free taste. They might even get a couple free tastes depending on the emails that you set up, and you can lead them into that conversation that's basically a sales opportunity for you to invite them to take the next step in working with you. So today's lesson has been all about why I want you to consider using a lead magnet. This could be the very thing that you're offering them on social media as a way to get them to come over to your website and basically give you the opportunity to speak back with them or to them. You may need some ideas. You want some ideas on some lead magnets that you could use for your own business? Well, guess what? I made a whole list of lead magnet ideas for you, and I would love for you to take advantage of this. Now, here's the cool thing. You're going to get the list of lead magnets. So you're going to get the whole list, and you're going to be able to go through those ideas. I've wrapped it up in a guide that reminds you what it is and how it works so you can get all the information around it. And I put it in a lead magnet so you can experience what it is while you're signing up for it to get these ideas. So I'm going to drop the link below this video so that you can click on right over here. All you have to do is put in your name and email, and you're going to get this guide sent right to you. Now, keep in mind that the way that our lists are set up, this is a different list than the one that you signed up to join. Social Media Jungle Club. And that is because each list has its purpose. You can send an email to everyone all at once, but you can also choose to send emails only to specific people. So there's emails that I'll send you as a member of Social Media Jungle Club. No one else on my list gets those emails, only you as a member of this club. Likewise, I've created this list so that when someone signs up for it, they're not going to get my Ask A Web Geek email. They're not going to get my Social Media Jungle Club email. All they're going to get is the guide they just signed up for. And they'll probably get a couple future emails from me too, because that's the purpose of what we're doing. But keep in mind, this is different than the one that you signed up when you became a member of this club. Does that make sense? They're different. They're the same, but they're different at the same time. So even if you're a member of this club, you'll have to go here to put in your name and email to get this free guide. And I'd love for you to do that and let me know what you think. And let me know if you have any questions after that. It's really extensive. I'm really pleased with how it came together. Do you want a quick sample of what it is? So I actually printed it out so I could be like, look at my cool thing. So this is my lead magnet. And I know it's a little blurry. You're not going to be able to see it super, super great, but this is what you're signing up to get right here. And it's a full-blown magazine. Check it out. Why use a lead magnet? How does a lead magnet work? I've got example lead magnets right over here. 3 other lead magnets I've created that I offer to people. A great article on you're limited by your format. This is really important. And then here's the list of lead magnet ideas right there. And it's this page, 2, 3, 4 huge pages of some lead magnet ideas. Things like a checklist, an action guide, a worksheet, an assessment, a quick start guide, a printable tool. There's so many things in here. And then the question at the end is, which ones are right for you? So check that out. That's my lead magnet of lead magnets. And I think it's going to be really valuable for you. It could be the very thing that's going to lead people away from social media onto your website, onto your list, and allow you to continue that sales journey with them. As with all of the classes, I want to encourage you to start slow. You're going to start with one platform at a time. You're going to take whatever time that you can devote to it throughout the week and divide it up. Divide it up across different days, divide it up at different times during the day so that you can find out what works best for your schedule and for your audience. And then you can spend more time at that time and place. We are here to become a native. You're here to start by reading and learning. We're joining an existing community and we need to learn their language. We don't want to just bust in and be like, hey, everyone, buy my thing, buy my thing. Even a lead magnet could be seen as busting in with a buy my thing, buy my thing. Even though it's free, it's still a bit of a sales offer. And if you do it too fast, too soon, it could drive people away. That's why you want to begin with providing value, engaging in conversations, realizing that we're here to support and connect with real people. And then you're going to be able to transition to, I've got something great for you. I've got something free for you. Check it out. It's right over here for you to sign up for. Remember that you want to begin by following, supporting others, clicking that like button, clicking that share button, and then leaving thoughtful comments on each other's posts. Here's our important concepts. I'll review them very quickly. We're here to be human. We are real people that are here to connect with other real people. One by one, be real. And then pick one of these 2 analogies. Do you like my penny ante? If you're a poker player, every time you're playing your social media game, you're sitting down and you're throwing another penny in the pot. Another penny in the pot. It all adds up. Keep playing the game daily, and eventually you're going to pull in the jackpot. Or if you like the fishing analogy better, every time you sit down to play, you're throwing another line in the water. Every like, every comment, every share, it's another line in the water. Every post you make, it's another line in the water. You never know when in the future someone's going to find one of the things that you left out there, and it's going to lead them back to you. Everything counts. It all adds up and it all leads back to you. So get out there, take some action. Let's practice what we've learned today. Go grab your free guide. I'm going to drop that link right now in the chat box for you. and let me know if you have any questions at all. From the Web Geek. While we're here, this is the link coming to you now where you can sign up for the guide. So go ahead and use this second link. You can use the first link too, and then click the button to get there, or just use the second link I've just shared to jump straight to the guide where you can sign up. You'll see the name and email form there. Jump in, grab that free guide, and then let me know what you think. Let me know, what are your favorite ideas? After you have a moment to go through this guide, let me know what is your favorite moment? What is your favorite takeaway? What's your favorite idea? Maybe even give me a couple of them. Like, what are your top 3 lead magnet ideas that's going to work for your business? I gave a whole list because not all of them are going to apply to your type of business, but hopefully there'll be a couple in here and you're like, yeah, that one will work. And then you could even create a strategy of, I'm going to start with this one. 6 months later, I'm going to build this one. 6 months later, I'm going to build this one. And maybe a couple years down the road, you've got a couple lead magnets out there pulling people into your funnel. P.S. on this page, here's 3 lead magnets that I created that lead people into my funnel. They're all right there. Check them out. And you're welcome to go through them. You're welcome to have them and experience how they work. And then let me know what questions you have after that. At Social Media Jungle Club and at Jungle Studios, we understand the internet is a jungle. It's really easy to go down the wrong path, thinking you're headed on the right trail, and all of a sudden there's a dead end, or you found yourself lost, or you found yourself stuck in the quicksand, and you just can't pull your way out of there. Well, you're avoiding all of that trap because you've joined a tribe of people. We work together. We lead each other through the jungle and help each other get where we want to go. Well, that's my class for you today. I'm CJ. This has been Social Media Jungle Club. Let me know what questions you have and how we can support you in your week. And we'll see you back again in 2 weeks where we take all of your questions and we answer them live. So for now, CJ in the Jungle Cave, wishing you a wonderful week, a wonderful Website Wednesday, and we'll see you next time in Social Media Jungle Club. The internet's a jungle. Roar! That was our class, folks. Thanks so much for being here with us today. Drop me a comment underneath this video. Let me know how you liked it. What was your favorite idea and any questions that you have? And we look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye for now.